Passive voice. Used to make information more impersonal. Passive voice. Affirmative. Active voice. Joe Soros reads books every day. Joe Soros, subject. Books, object. Reads, action. Simple present plus verb to read. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the simple present, and the verb to read in the past participle. Books are read by Joe Soros every day. Active voice. Guns N' Roses sang "Patience" in the last Rock in Rio. Guns N' Roses, subject. Patience, object. Sang, action. Simple past plus verb to sing. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the simple past, and the verb to sing in the past participle. Patience was sung by Guns N' Roses in the last Rock in Rio. Active voice. Robots will clean our houses in the future. Robots, subject. Our houses, object. Will clean, action. Simple future plus verb to clean. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the simple future, and the verb to clean in the past participle. Our houses will be cleaned by robots in the future. Active voice. Superman is going to save Lois. Superman, subject. Lois, object. Is going to save, action. Simple future plus verb to save. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the simple future, and the verb to save in the past participle. Lois is going to be saved by Superman. Active voice. Rogeria has visited Paris this year. Rogeria, subject. Paris, object. Has visited, action. Present perfect plus verb to visit. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the present perfect, and the verb to visit in the past participle. Paris has been visited by Rogeria this year. Active voice. The Trapilioans had told good jokes before Zacharias died. The Trapilioans, subject. Good jokes, object. Had told, past perfect plus verb to tell. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the past perfect, and the verb to tell in the past participle. Good jokes had been told by the Trapilioans before Zacharias died. Active voice. George Lucas will have finished the movie by the next year. George Lucas, subject. The movie, object. Will have finished, future perfect plus to finish. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the future perfect, and the verb to finish in the past participle. The movie will have been finished by George Lucas by the next year. Active voice. Chiquina is making mud pies now. Chiquina, subject. Mud pies, object. Is making, present continuous plus verb to make. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the present continuous, and the verb to make in the past participle. Mud pies are being made by Chiquina now. Active voice. Chaplin, Colorado was saving someone when he fell. Chaplin, Colorado, subject. Someone, object. Was saving, past continuous plus verb to save. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the past continuous, and the verb to fall in the past participle. Someone was being saved by Chaplin, Colorado when he fell. Active voice. You will be sewing that dress by 3 p.m. You, subject. That dress, object. Will be sewing, future continuous plus verb to sew. Use the verb to be in the future continuous and the verb to sew in the past participle. Passive voice. That dress will be being sewn by you by 3 p.m. Active voice. He has been studying languages for 2 years. He, subject. Languages, object. Has been studying, present perfect continuous plus verb to study. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the present perfect continuous, and the verb to study in the past participle. Languages have been being studied by him for 2 years. Active voice. Cabral had been sailing a ship for a long time before he discovered Brazil. Cabral, subject. A ship, object. Had been sailing, past perfect continuous plus verb to sail. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the past perfect continuous, and the verb to sail in the past participle. A ship had been being sailed by Cabral for a long time before he discovered Brazil. Active voice. They will have been singing reggae since 1985. They, subject. Reggae, object. Will have been singing, future perfect continuous plus verb to sing. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the future perfect continuous, and the verb to sing in the past participle. Reggae will have been being sung by them since 1985. Active voice. Hulk can lift a big stone. Hulk, subject. A big stone, object. Can lift, modal verb can plus verb to lift. Passive voice. Use the verb to be in the infinitive form after can, and the verb to lift in the past participle. A big stone can be lifted by Hulk. Mystery sky object seen in sky over LA. Passive voice is very common in newspaper headlines, usually dropping the verb be. Object seen, instead of objects were seen.